Listen, uLola says, mina, I'm no longer dreaming about my ex. Ngiphupha imali these days, gogo. Angazi ukuthi ngizoba rich yini. Hey, sikufisela inhlanhla mntu omdala ingathi ungaba rich yazi. Ingathi ungaba rich. Be filthy rich. Filthy rich. Ize yonke. Spiritual hangover, says Kaylin here. How mntu omdala. Yeah, it is quite a bit of a spiritual overload and a spiritually overwhelming period now. And yeah, until this wave passes, guys, I don't want to promise you amang it's gonna get better. Ha. You're still in for it. You're still in for it. All right. So let's see. What can the collective anticipate during this Mercury retrograde? What is coming up this week? Ngoba vele izinto zohlanga make sibone ukuthi kuyoyenzakalani ke this week. Not necessarily looking for exes. I'm more looking for life situations. So make sibone, that is my intention here. Spirit, help us get clear, concise messages here, please. For the collective, what do they need to know here for their highest and greatest good? All right, what is coming up here during Mercury retrograde? Okay, oh, Nakoge, I need to verify that I'm a human and I'm not a bot. Okay, hopefully this process doesn't take forever because it is Mercury retrograde and it may take me the whole day. Okay, let's try. Whoa, Ngsasho. I'll need both hands. Come, don't do that. Nakoge. Kalkwenze. Tawoza to Felicity. Tawoza Mdumdala. Right. Okay. What is coming up here for the collective over the next 48 hours, Spirit? During Mercury retrograde? Yo, Dabawa, that is a big ask. That is a big ask. A very big ask. I'm a comic. Nothing wrong, Jolo. It's the comic partners, lababa wrong. Yabo. It's the comic partners, lababa wrong. All right. Nakoge. But you know, it's had its positive attributes. Mercury retrograde. One of them is I got a new Babizani. What is this thing called? Lobegale phone. Babizani. What is this thing? A ring light. I don't know what this is. Okay. Nonetheless. So definitely Mercury retrograde will be bringing wounds of old, will be unearthing things that you may not necessarily want to address during this period in time. We've got here, usually this couple is no, this is not the six, this is usually the Six of Cups. This speaks about soul connections here. This speaks about soul ties, soul contracts here that have been in the background here, and any combative energy here that is attached to it. So I do see here strong energy here from people from even 6 years back. I'm seeing relationships as far back as 6 years back that are going to resurface here. All right. I'm also seeing marriages that maybe have lasted 6 years that are also going to resurface. I'm seeing people that have got co-parenting. I'm seeing people that have been co-parenting, deciding maybe they want to try it again after a long period here. And it's almost the energetic confluence of you're going to take a chance here. you're going to take a chance. It can go left very quickly. So you see here, we've got swords and wands. All right. Sword energy here is giving the combative energy of saying we're going to engage. And then the wand energy here is speaking about you actually wanting to take action and fixing things here, Interesting. So that is the overall challenge here for the collective here is that you're going to have a decision to make here as to you're going to close the chapter on the past, move towards your new beginning here, and move very far away from temptation, and are you going to go back here where you've tried everything. All right. So in the recent past here, collective, I do see you here that there's almost this energy of saying, as go before we understood in the karmic partners, before we understood in the karmic debt, before we understood in the of narcissists and all of these funny relationships that you've been experiencing here, things were hunky-dory. In fact, you guys thought ukuthi things sebenza kanje, until you got to the point of recognizing a pattern or a cycle in your life, and you were saying to yourself, "Aye, man, this doesn't make sense anymore." Or you being this person here that's non-committal no longer resonated with you here in the recent past. Yeah, but for some of you, you guys have got kids outside of wedlock here. I do see quite a lot of kids here out of wedlock. Very strong connections there. I'm seeing a lot of baby mama, baby daddy's energy wanting to reconcile here at this present moment in time. Very strongly, very weird, because this is the emperor here, sitting here in the seat here of the queen of wands, But this is the empress, and the empress is here is further clarified by having a baby. Yeah, yeah, I know. The day you realize the patterns, it's chai, and once you recognize those patterns, all right, they're going to come back again, because Spirit is saying at this present moment, it's unfortunate that we need you to go through the truth that we've shown you and this tough experience here. So for some of you, it's going to be tough. All right, the next few weeks are going to be very tough, because you know the truth, and you're going to have temptation straight in your face, because here you are, there's that person here, there's the devil. Here you are, you have the sword of truth, you've got your discipline, you've got your spirit team trying to speak to you, and there's the devil waiting for you there. And the question is going to be, are you going to entertain the devil? Are you going to let the devil in? Because he's waiting there patiently, collective. Patiently so. He's got 3 weeks to set you up and delay your process even further. Able. So absolutely, Ngosazana, your spirit of discernment needs to be on steroids at this present moment in time. You need to choose yourself as you've been choosing yourself. And look at how the Empress is presenting here in terms of the Strength card here today. It's giving the energetic confidence of, Gogo, it is difficult. The temptations are real. I'm getting the energetic confidence that the collective could have, I'm seeing wandering eyes. There's something about the eyes here of the Sphinx here. I'm feeling this energetic confidence of you guys, the way you guys have been in isolation for so long. Everything is starting to look good now. Everything and everyone is starting to look good. You're now squinting your eyes and you're saying, as lo mo mbheka ngale side lo. Yeah, man, akekho bad. Yazi mo ngabeka i-pillowcase la ebusweni bakhe, hayi akekho bad. Hayi mo ngathi but yeah, what's definitely coming here in the future is a very tough decision. It's a tough decision. It's going to be a decision between your intuition, your knowing, your higher self, represented here by the High Priestess here, because you are all knowing. uyazi ayikho into ongasayazi ke manje here collective. And your old self, this is your old self. Are you going to go back to being your old self here? And this is not limited to relationships only. I'm being shown your vices. I'm being shown to you being lazy again. Babies, and the 7 deadly sins. Are you going to go back to being gluttonous? Are you going to go back to being lustful? Are you going to go back to being very greedy? You know, all those 7 deadly sins. Are you going to repeat those? Are you going to be prideful? Isn't danger? That is what is going to be here in terms for you to choose from. These are the decisions that you need to choose from. All right. And yeah, in the next 48 hours, things are loading. Things are loading. All right. There is going to be a temptation that is coming your way within the next 24 to 48 hours. An illusion, especially as I was saying, when I was getting a lot of baby daddy, baby mama drama. I'm getting strong energetic confluence here that within the 5D, okay, there's a lot of energy spiraling there around your exes, and not limited to your exes only there, guys. All right, it's also people, places, and things, okay, that are just spiraling there, waiting for you to reach your hand out and to touch once again. All right, that is what is percolating here in the 5D. What I see happening, you guys may resort to your vices. All right, over the next 24 to 48 hours, you may resort to your vices as to numb yourself, as to practice your escapism. All right, and some of you may have already started. You may have said to me, hey, Gogo, ngizithole nje sengithenga ibhodlela, ngingazi ukuthi ibhodlela ngilithenge nini. Kodwa nali likhona ngiyalinkinka to come nice. Ngilinkinka to come nice le bhodlela, but angilazi ukuthi livela kuphi. Ithokoza ukuthi intombi yezulu. You know? So that's the energy here. You may go back to your smoking, you may go back to any vice. You know, hey, Lady T, akasahleki. Achi, hey, ke le bona. Ke le shebile, ke litlho la setšhaba nna. Litlho la setšhaba. Hey, ke litlho la setšhaba. You know? So that's what I see happening here. And for some of you, if you already are in this energetic confluence, it means that the planetary alignment has already affected you in your oblivious state. Yeah. All right. What's Spirit's advice here? 7 of Swords. And this is usually the 8 of Wands. I mean, so this is the 8 of Swords. Reflected as the 8 of it should have been the 8 of Wands, reflected here as the 8 of Swords. Aw bantu 150k abantu abadala. Thokozani izinto. Thank you so much everybody for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. Hey. Yeah. Thank you so much, collective. So Spirit's advice here is saying that usually this is the 8 of Wands. It's represented here by the 8 of Swords. Spirit is saying here, as much as you'll be tempted, collective, to maybe zani break the zani, your isolation or your silence between someone, and you feel like you're really called to speak to a past person and to try fixes into zakdala and whatever the case is. Spirit is saying here, keep that energy in your head. All right. Don't act on it. Don't act on it. Whatever you do, don't act on it. Not a time to act on it. Okay? Because you are going to be tempted. Wildly tempted, and I feel you guys can already relate to good. Hey, Coco, we've been tempted, yes, and it's not only past people; it's also new people. Remember, collective. Let me repeat this, and Spirit wants you to know, Guti. During this period, there will be people dressed in different meat suits, but they're the same energetic confluence. Ayikho relationship eqala ngoJuly. Ngisame lapho. at least for 2025. Thokoza kumkhuleko, hey mntomdala. So shake that feeling, bantu abadala. Shake that feeling. Kuyabanda yebo kuyabanda. Isirpos iya ngokusinika amandla yebo siyavuma. But it's okay. But it's okay. Thokozani bantu abadala. Right. So what are the external factors here? External factors here? Exactly, the past. Things, it says pelile. This is the factor here that external circumstances here that the collective need to be cognizant of. This is the Tower card in its true form. Those relationships came to an end for a reason. Be it about a person, people, places, and things. Right? So pelile, this could also be friends, could be family members, could be ex-lovers, or whatever it is. You made a cognitive decision to distance yourself from it, and you need to stick to your guns. All right? So what are your hopes and fears here, collective? Yeah, you're hoping that with everything that is being said here, collective, is that you guys are on the right path. You're being exposed to truth. You're not going to regret the actions that you're taking here. This is the Hierophant sitting in the King of Swords seat. The King of Swords is somebody here that does things by the book. The Hierophant is represented by marriage sometimes, spirituality, and somebody here who speaks about a long-term commitment here, marriage. Right, so we do have here Spirit confirming here that definitely, collective, you are on the right path here. You have the sword of truth. You've got a higher level of commitment relationship coming towards you here in the near future. You just need to hang 10 a bit here. Hang very close to your truth. The King of Swords is also a very quiet energy that is very recluse and very prone to isolation, just like the Hermit. And that's what you need to prepare. That's what you need to do during this period in time here. Get back to yourself. Thokoza tu kagiso. Overall, Spirit's advice, continue to manifest your dreams here. Continue to manifest your dream person here. Make it very clear to Spirit what you want moving forward. And understand that if anything is confusing, if you're in a relationship, that is not your person. That is not your person. And if it means that you need to go cleanse old relationships, because in a relationship and you say la pale manzin ya ibusela ba re di go ga di khutlele ko sakeng, di khutlisetse ge di gomo ko sakeng, a di khutlele ko sakeng, guys, ga di khutlele back ko sakeng. If it means that you need to restart everything, start from scratch here, collective. And those rituals that we spoke about, grounding, creating clear endings with past contracts here, very important here for you. All right, collective, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Let us meet again when the universe allows. I truly hope that this reading and the masterclass was of benefit to one or two of you, was able to also shed light on a situation, was also allowing you to also anchor and plan your life around accordingly. Okay, this is what has been tripping me up, and it was happening in the blind, in the dark, but now you know. All right. With that said, collective, ngintanda nonke emakhaya. Thokoza to Lady T, thokoza to Umkhuleko, thokoza to Kagiso, thokoza to Piwe, thokoza Rita. Yeah, I truly hope it was informative here, collective, and yeah, you took something away from it. Thokozani bantu abadala, thokoza to Refilwe, to Yona, to Miss Watermark, to Tabi. Eke. Soze mahlo. Awu soze. Thokoza to heal, Sijinyawo D to dimple face. Thokozani bantu abadala. Hey, Piwe. Piwe is here for me. Ngiyambona uzele mina uPiwe la. Every night. I'm catching hands. Every night. Thokoza buhle bezulu. Thokoza chimamkhulu. Awu bantu ngiyabonga abantu abadala. Thokoza to Vero, Thokoza to Lola. Nilaleni kahle, guys. Yeah, if you're forgetting your dreams, just put some water in a bowl under your bed tonight. Sprinkle some salt. Lale nefoni yakho in another room. And then muvuka. And the spirit was telling me here, Thokoza tuke, na Thokoza mntu mdala ukuthi enye into enibulalayo collective, that you're not remembering your dreams, you're not giving your brain time to remember. Nithi nje manivuka nicime alarm ningena kuma-social media nichecka ukuthi ubani uposte ini kwathini. No, don't do that. I'm sure you've seen that advert lena yegaya. Do you wake up in the morning and check your phone? Don't do that. No, it's true. Don't do that, collective. Don't do that. Just give yourself and your brain some time to remember. Just try it, even tonight. Kusasa nizangitshela ukuthi nizawakhohlwa lamaphupho wenu. Just give yourself a moment to remember those dreams. Sit nje. I mean, your brain needs about 30 seconds to really wake up and to recall what is happening. You don't even have to wait that long. Yebo. So your brain is asking you 30 seconds. Mawuthi khalili alarm, icime, and then forget about your phone. Yebo. So, mawuvuka dimple face, I was saying, don't wake up and check your phone if you want to remember your dreams. Yeah? Give your brain an opportunity to remember. So give your brain about 30 seconds and then try to recall as much of the dreams as possible. And if you know what you are called, have a dream journal. Any dream journal does not need you to now write down the entire dream in its entirety. Keywords that you'll remember. Yabo. Uyadliswa phela modla amadreamini, kufuneka undolo cleanse umuntu omdala. Esinye isikhathi idliswa. Nonetheless, collective, let me love and leave you. Oh, Mutso. Oh, 1.5 hours, Tandwa Sam. Ngizayiposta ku-YouTube. Ngizayiposta ekuseni. You eat cakes every time. Hey, that is funny. I like those dreams. All the calories, my goodness. Umkumbuza one of my late friends, Shem, God bless his soul. What I used to love amakhekhe. Bekhona omunye ugogo bekabheka amanye amakhekhe la, guys. Bekashaya ingitshe emthathe ephuma ngaphansi kwamanzi. And I promise you, I think I was still in high school, if memory serves me well. I used to buy that gem tart religiously. And it so happened ukuthi ugogo wakho nesangoma, and he always used to say, wena bakushaya ngento encane wena. But I love those gem tarts. And Shem legogo akasekho Shem. Man, nonetheless, we move. But collective, this has been such an enriching experience. I certainly enjoyed myself, as usual. I certainly enjoyed your energy. I certainly hope you enjoyed yourselves this evening. With that being said, guys, have yourselves a wonderful evening. Gintanda nonke emakhaya. sithi siyacamagushe bacamagwini, sithi makubekuchose makubekubele, sithi makudede bonke ubumnyama kuvele ukukhanya. Emakhosini siyakhuleka. Camagu.